Hello everyone. In financing decision, the company has to decide about the various sources of funds from which required funds may be increased. Normally, debt and equity are the part of capital structure, but sometimes preference shares are also the part of capital structure, which is known as hybrid securities because it also treat like a debt as they carry a fixed rate of dividend. So basic problem in financing decision is related to determination of optimum mix of debt and equity. For that purpose, in financial management, two analyses are given, leverage analysis and EBIT EPS analysis. So today topic which we are going to explain is leverage analysis. What is leverage? The employment of an asset or source of funds for which the firm has to pay a fixed cost or fixed return is called leverage. Leverage is the action of a lever which means effectiveness. In financial management, the use of debt capital in financing the total asset is known as lever. Similarly, the fixed cost if the company invests fund for the acquisition of fixed asset, it also considered as lever. In business terms, debt or to the borrowing of funds or finance the purchase of a company assets is known as a leverage. The firm can use either debt or equity to finance or to buy the company's assets. But if company use of excess debt capital or high fixed cost, it creates risk. There are two types of a risk, business risk and financial risk. If high proportion of debt capital increases, then the financial risk arise because burden of fixed interest payment is increased. Or if the high proportion of fixed cost is increased in total assets, it means business risk arise because burden of fixed cost is increased. So leverage is being used for calculating the extent of such risk. We can say leverage may be defined as meeting a fixed cost or paying a fixed return for employing resources. According to Solomon Azra, leverage is the ratio of the rate of return on shareholders' equity and the rate of return on total capitalization. Leverage इक्विटी शेयरहोल्डर्स को मिलने वाले रिटर्न और टोटल कैपिटलाइजेशन पर होने वाले रिटर्न के बीच का रेशियो है. Leverage is the effect of increase or decrease in fixed cost or debt capital on shareholders' income. So there are three types of a leverage: operating, financial and combined leverage. Operating leverage. What is operating leverage? Operating leverage measures a company's fixed cost as a percentage of its total cost. The existence of fixed cost in total cost gives birth to operating leverage. Operating leverage comes into operation when changes in sales volume bring more than proportionate changes in profit. ऑपरेटिंग लीवरेज तब अराइज होता है जब सेल्स वॉल्यूम में कंपैरेटिव टू प्रॉफिट ज़्यादा प्रोपोर्शनेट में चेंजेस होते हैं. इसलिए ऑपरेटिंग लीवरेज ऑलवेज थ्योरी ऑफ कॉस्ट वॉल्यूम प्रॉफिट एनालिसिस पर बेस्ड होता है. Whenever a concern has certain fixed cost and these fixed costs are to be recovered irrespective of the level of sales volume, it means operating leverage may always take place. It means you have a sufficient amount in sales volume to cover fixed cost and variable cost. Operating leverage is higher if the firm has high quantum of fixed cost and low variable cost. How we calculate operating leverage? For that purpose, we use the formula contribution upon earning before interest and tax. Contribution, we use the formula sales minus variable cost. And for earning before interest and tax, we use the formula sales minus variable cost minus fixed cost. Next term is degree of operating leverage. When operating leverage is expressed as a ratio between the percentage change in EBIT with the percentage change in sales revenue. So degree of operating leverage term is used because it is a quantitative measurement. Now, what is financial leverage? Financial leverage is synonym of trading on equity. It is also called double-edged weapon because a business concern raises fund from two sources. Number one, where they have to pay fixed interest and dividend on cost. Number two, other sources on which cost payable in form of dividend is variable. It means fixed cost bearing sources are debt capital and preference shares, and variable cost bearing sources is equity. In financial leverage, we consider the effect of change in EBIT. It means earning before interest and tax on the earning available to equity shareholders. So financial leverage results only when there is fixed financial charges on the earning before interest and tax, like interest on debt and preference dividend. After the payment of these charges, the balance of operating profit belongs to equity shareholders. So, financial leverage signifies the use of debt capital and preference shares capital for magnifying the profit available to equity shareholders. Financial leverage is said to favorable or positive when the firm earns so much earning before interest and tax and fixed charges are more. For financial leverage, we use the formula earning before interest and tax divided by earning before tax. Next is degree of financial leverage. The degree of financial leverage, which is based on the ratio of percentage change in EBT in and percentage change in earning before interest and tax. It also calculated on the basis of percentage change in earning per share and percentage change in earning before interest and tax. Next is combined leverage. The combination of operating leverage and financial leverage is called combined leverage or total average. Combined leverage is used and it has a utility more in the case of selecting financing plan for new investment. If the firm is likely to increase businesses by new investment, company uses the combined leverage. For that purpose, we use the formula operating leverage multiplied by the financial leverage. And we also calculate the degree of combined leverage with the help of the percentage change in the earning per share upon percentage change in the sales because it also a quantitative measurement. Now this is a profitability statement. With this statement you can easily understand how we calculate the contribution, how we calculate the earning before interest and tax, how we calculate the earning before tax, earning after tax, and at last how we calculate the earning per share. After deducting the interest, tax and preference dividend, whatever amount we have, that amount is known as a earning available for equity shareholders. And when earning available for equity shareholders, we divide it from the number of equity shares, what amount we have, that amount is known as a earning per share. So, we can say if the increase in operating profit increase the taxable profit, earning per share, dividend per share and expected value of shares, then it will be termed as favorable or positive leverage. On the other hand, the leverage may be considered unfavorable or negative when the change in operating profit brings a decrease in taxable profit, earning per share, dividend per share and expected market value of shares. We can say that the leverage is such a tool which operates both sides. While on the one hand it increases the risk, it also provides opportunity. On the other hand, raising the return on capital employed. Thank you, students.